Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna do something different. I've been looking into this sample company called Phonogram. They've dropped a new series of sample packs called Session Pop, and it's supposed to be all about pop-ready sounds. The folks at Phonogram have been generous enough to send me these packs for review, so I thought, let's put it to the test. I'm gonna make an entire beat only using sounds from the Session Pop series, no external plugins, no other packs. And if you make it till the end of the video, I have an exclusive offer for you as well. Okay, so first impressions. The pack seems to have a nice mix of stuff. There's drums, there's guitars, bass, something called Scapes. We'll have to look into it. There's also a song starter pack. The files are labeled with key and BPM, so that's good. With that being said, let's fire up our DAW and begin working on the beat. I am using Studio One for this. I have already added the path to the samples in the Files tab, so I am going to preview and drag the sounds directly from here. Let's see, starting with the drums. These are pop sounds alright. Let's use this one since it sounds like pop trap. I could use a more prominent sound for the accents here. Let me just name the track here. Remember, folks organization is the key. Let's see if we could find something in the percussion one-shots. This one's nice. Yeah, that was easy. That's our whole drum section right here. You know what? Let's add a crash cymbal at the start. This one. Let's also try and find a huge snare which I could use at the end here. This. Let's just use this one. I think that should be it. Next, let's add some bass. There's a separate pack for that. Let's see. That's groovy. This is nice, but I'll continue looking some more as I think this clashes with the vibe I have in my mind. This one is simple enough. Let's try and add this. Much better. Yeah, I like this one more, so I'll delete this. Next, let's add some guitars. Since the bass is in F sharp minor, I'll try and find something close to that so I don't have to transpose drastically. Let's try some electric guitars first. Let's try this one. Nah, too aggressive for what I'm going for. This one's nice though, much better vibe. Let's transpose this to A, since A is the relative major of F sharp minor. Yeah, it's coming together nicely. Let's look for some acoustic guitars next. I just want to use this to add some crunch to the track. I don't want something that's too prominent. Simple strums should do. This one's more melodic, and so it's clashing with the electric guitar. Let me look some more. I think I have found one. Yeah, this could work. I particularly like the vibe of the electric guitar, so while I'm mixing the track, I'll make sure that sound is prominent in the mix. Next, let's see what we have in the Scapes pack. Alright, keys, orchestral. Let's try something orchestral. Let me try this one. Nice, I could use this in the chorus. Let's see what else we got. Pads? Yeah, let's try some pads. It sounds nice, but it has too much character of its own. Let's look for something else. Yeah, this would sit nicely. Next, let's add some pianos. I love piano. Let's try this one here. It's right now clashing with the other sounds, but I want to use this, so I'll probably use this in the bridge section. Let's look for some more. Let's add this one. They sound nice together. I am getting some ideas. Let's speed up both the pianos. Better. They sound nice, but they change the vibe of the beat. Maybe I'll do something in the mix or use them in a separate section. But for now, I want to keep them. I think that's it then. I don't think adding any more sounds would enhance the vibe. I'll use these 4 bars and arrange the track. Alright, for the intro, let's use this electric guitar. Let's cut this last part to transition to the verse. For the verse, let me just use the drums, bass, and the electric guitar. I'll add the crash and the huge snare in the chorus. Let's have a pre-chorus section next. I'll use the electric guitar and I'll also chop the snare off of the drum loop to create a riser. Let's add the huge snare here. For the chorus, I'll copy everything till the acoustic guitar. Let's also use the string sample along with everything else in the chorus to create a melodic hook. Also, since the session pop packs do not have any effects, let me just use one of my own to add a noise riser to the pre-chorus. Next, let's copy the whole thing and move things forward to the second verse. I'll chop off the beginning of the drums and the bass to create some variation. Now for the second pre-chorus, I'll include the pad that we selected. Also add it to the chorus and the hook. Adding this raises the energy and makes the second chorus different from the first. Moving on to the bridge section, let's add the first piano as a solo instrument first, and then we will add the second piano, drums and bass after that. We will use the same pre-chorus, chorus and hook from the second verse. I am also going to add both the pianos in the chorus just to see if I can do anything in the mix. Lastly, let's add a F sharp minor chord at the end to finish off the beat. I am using the Gentleman piano from Native Instruments for that. And just like that, our arrangement is done. All in all, I just had to add one additional sample and one VST plugin that wasn't included in the Session Pop series. Everything else came from the pack. Now, I'll fast forward my mixing process and get back to you once I am done. Alright, so we are done with mixing this track. Here's a look at my mixer. As you can see, there's not a lot of plugins used because I didn't have to use them. All I had to do was balance the tracks and it's done. I used an EQ on kick and bass to make sure there's no frequency masking. I also used a saturator on the bass to add some harmonics. Then, to push the pianos back on the soundstage, I used some reverb along with panning both the pianos left and right. This makes them part of the sound bed without jumping out too much. Then on the mix bus, I used a tape machine to add some analog noise to the track, then mastered using Ozone. And that's how I finished this beat. That came together way smoother than I expected. Honestly, you could finish a full song using just this pack, just like I did. If you're into pop, indie pop, or even electronic stuff with real instruments, these samples are definitely worth checking out. You can grab these sounds from phonogramaudio.com or find them on stores like Producer Loops, ADSR Sounds, and Lander. Links are down below. Phonogram's also offering 20% off for Beat Ensemble viewers. Use the code BEATENSEMBLE20 at checkout. That's it for today's video. If you liked this kind of one-pack challenge, drop a comment and let me know which pack I should try next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.